Dear children, I am happy and glad to teach you a poem, My Mother at 66, written by the versatile writer of India, Kamala Das. This is the first poem present in the Flamingo textbook in the poetry section. Kamala Das wrote many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam in the pen name Madhavakutty. Her writings reflect the exploration of a wide range of relationship from a woman's point of view, that is, a daughter's point of view, that is, a wife's point of view, and a mother's point of view. Her works are filled with a woman's desire for self expression and freedom. In the poem Mother at 66, she talks about the genuine feeling of her over the aged mother in the daughter's point of view. The theme of the poem, My Mother at 66. The poem talks about the feeling of the loneliness that the older people experience when they are allowed to live alone in their places. Apart from it, the poem also highlights the feeling of guilt by the daughter for not being able to be with the mother at the old age. The poetess explores the feeling of guilt when she leaves her mother all by herself at airport and when driving the car towards airport. The poem, by the way, leaves to the readers a very strong message for the youth that today that they may be busy with their job at their workplaces, yet they should not fail to take care of the elderly parents when they need them most. Even if we are unable to show our physical presence, we should be able to talk to them over telephone on several occasions and provide them hope of living that we are there for them at their difficult times. The confidence that we built that we are there for them eliminates old age fear and strengthens their confidence and erases the worries. The very smile of the poetess at the mother at the last moments in the airport also support this point. The poetess doesn't do anything but smiling and smiling at the end of the poem to support the mother and builds the confidence at the ripening age. Let us move on to the structure of the poem now. The structure of the poem and literary devices used in the stanza 1. The poem is written in a free verse. The rhyme scheme of the poem is irregular. A very simple literary devices that are used here in the poem such as simile, repetition, images, and symbols. If we closely look at the poem, you can see the whole poem is written in a single sentence with punctuation and commas. It shows a single strong feeling of the poetess over her aged mother, nothing else. The literary devices used in stanza 1, simile. For example, her face ashen like that of a corpse. It is present in first stanza. And repetition. Thought away, thought away. It is also repeated twice in stanza 1. That is the best example for repetition. And symbols and images used in the first stanza, trees sprinting, merry children. These are the examples for symbols and images. Explanation stanza 1. While driving from her parents' home to Cochin, on one of the Friday, Kamala Das notices her mother, who was sitting beside her in a car, dozing with her mouth open. Her mother's face was pale like a dead, that is, a corpse. The expression of her face was clearly one of pain, out of the feeling of separation and the approaching death at the very old age. A sudden fear and pain crops up in the poet's mind, and she realizes that her mother is old now and could pass away, leaving her deserted. Though the realization was alarming, it is hard for the poetess to accept the reality. In order to shift the thinking, that reality, she looks outside. It is clearly expressed in the line, soon put that thought away and looked out at a very young trees sprinting and the merry children spilling out of their homes. You can find these lines also in the stanza 1. I repeat the sentences for you. soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. Yes, when she wants to put the thought away, she looks outside the car. The trees racing past indicates the time, easily blown away by the time. The joyous children playing outside represent youth, energy of life, in contrast to the mother. The youth outside bring the contrast. Once her mother was also young and energetic. I think it is enough today. The second stanza shall be taken up on the next session, and I hope that this first stanza is clear to you. Thank you.